Hi, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm here as part of the Humane Education team at Pope Memorial Humane Society. And today we're going to talk about something very important for when you are around dogs. A lot of us have dogs at home, and some of our family members have dogs or friends, so it's really important to be able to communicate with those animals effectively. In 2019 alone, there were 4.7 million dog bites, and of those dog bites, over 386,000 of them required medical care. So what we're going to talk about today is how we can use what we know about a dog's body language in order to avoid dog bite incidents. So, how do you communicate with your friends and your family? Think about that. When you're feeling happy or nervous or excited, you probably use primarily words to communicate your feelings. But when we're talking about dogs, we know that they don't have the same language capacities that we do. So they communicate their emotions in other ways. So we're going to talk about a very important tool that we have, and that is our eyes. So using our eyes to quickly scan a dog's body can help us to understand how that dog is feeling at the moment and can give us a little more information about whether that dog is safe to approach or not. So today we're going to be talking about how to quickly scan a dog's body, notice the ears, the tail, the mouth or the snout of the dog, and the overall body posture in order to understand how that dog is feeling. It's really important when you're greeting a dog not to look or stare directly into its eyes for too long. That can be really intimidating to a dog. I know personally I don't like it when people come up and stare right in my face, so we should use that same principle when we're greeting dogs. But if we take a quick scan at a dog's body, we can learn a lot about that dog. So we're going to practice with some flashcards. So I'm holding up two flashcards here. I want you to take a look at these images and think about which dog you think is happy or content and therefore easier to approach, and which dog is showing some signs of fear or anxiety. So if we notice the image here, we see a dog with his mouth open, but he's not showing any of his teeth. His tongue is out and his whole mouth is relaxed. He's sitting calmly, so his body posture looks very relaxed. He's not rigid or tense. And when we look up here at his ears, they're relaxed against his face rather than pinned back against his head. We can't see that his tail is standing up because he's sitting, so we can imagine that this dog's tail is relaxed with his body, and he looks ready to greet any new people. So he's probably safe to approach as long as you have permission from his owner. Now let's compare these two images again. When we look at this second image, we're looking at a dog who's very focused. We can see from his face, he's staring at something. His mouth is very tight and closed. His ears are a little tighter back against his head. His body looks stiff. And what you notice about his tail here is that it's standing straight up. So this is a dog that's showing signs of being very attentive or aroused. He's very focused on something, and it wouldn't be safe for you to interrupt that focus and surprise the dog. So we wouldn't want to approach this dog. So what we just discussed was the difference between identifying relaxed body behavior. So looking at this photo of our relaxed, smiling dog with his tongue out, We see a dog that's lying down with his mouth open in a smile, not showing any teeth. Standing relaxed, maybe wagging his tail. Or what I love the most when my dogs do is the frog legs pose, where they have their back legs stretched out behind them while they're lying down. A loose body, maybe a wiggly body, a wagging tail, or lying down resting. These are all signs that a dog is feeling relaxed and content. When we consider the second image we looked at, we talked about this dog's ears, about his tail, his more rigid body, and his stare. So here are some signs that dogs use to show us that they're excited or aroused by something, which means they're really interested in something. They're very focused. So a body leaning forward with ears forward and a high tail. Sometimes dogs will make the hair on their back stand up. Lunging or barking. Jumping up on people. Being a little mouthy, maybe lightly using their teeth to engage, maybe at your fingers or hands. Biting at their leash. Or biting at clothes. These are all signs that you should be very cautious with this dog because he's feeling very excited. We have one other excited piece of body language, which is the play bow. So when a dog lunges down and sticks their tail up in the air and is wagging, that means they're ready to play. And if it's safe for you to do so at the time, you could engage in some play with this dog. But if any of these other signs start to come up, it would be a good time to calm down and let the dog unwind. Thank you so much for joining us for part 1 of our dog body language presentation. We hope that you learned some new things about recognizing when a dog is happy and content, like our boy Ratchet here. If you have any questions or would like more information about Ratchet or any of our other adoptable pets, please feel free to give us a call, check out our website, or look at the comments below this post to find out more information. And we hope that you'll join us for part 2 of our body language presentation when we talk more about how to tell if a dog is anxious or stressed or nervous. Thanks again. Ratchet and I hope you have a wonderful day.